Have you ever heard of baby sensory videos? Well, I hadn't heard of it until I had a baby. And then I started to see these kind of YouTube videos that are geared towards babies and toddlers where they have animations kind of dancing across the screen to different music. As I'm watching these videos, I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that I can create this. So guess what I did? I created it. And I was able to monetize that channel within about 3 months and start having paychecks come monthly, even without me touching the channel. What's up, guys? Welcome to An Essence, where I'm building my financial freedom dream from scratch, and I'm waiting on you to build that dream with me. Remember in my first video where I told you how much money I made from my first YouTube paycheck? Yeah, that one. Today, I'm going to show you how I did it. You know why? Because I want you to be able to do the same thing. Forget about oversaturation. I do not want to hear it because there are millions and millions of people on YouTube every day looking for something different. And what you got to offer may be different from what somebody else has to offer, and they'll choose to tune into you. My best friend for creating this channel has been Canva. Canva is a great resource. I have been using it for years and I have a paid subscription. If you're not interested in having a paid subscription, you can still do the same thing on a free account. Don't worry. So let me show you how to create your own faceless, voiceless YouTube Kids channel. Because remember, we are building this dream together. So if this is something that you're interested in, why not try it? Okay, ta-da, here it is, Lola Baby Sensory. That is the name of my kids' YouTube channel. As I said before, I joined in August of 2023. So this is where my stats are right now. Take a look at the channel, drop by, subscribe, show it to your kids, share it to your friends that got kids. If you don't have no kids, give it a view. And let's not waste any time. Let's talk about how you can do this yourself. So you're going to start on Canva. And you're going to create a new video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another page. And then I'm going to make the background of these pages black because most baby sensory videos have black backgrounds. Not all of them, but it's pretty common. So most of my videos have black backgrounds, mostly to do with high contrast for the baby's eyes. So you're going to go to Elements. And you're going to search whatever subject you want. I've decided to do an Easter video because Easter is coming up soon. So I search for Easter, and then you'll see all of the Easter graphics that come with it. So as you're looking around and you're trying to do this on a free account, you will notice all of these are pro for subscription. So if you're not feeling that, you go to the filters, and then you select free. And then that will give you all of the free items that you can use. So I'm going to stick with the Pro because I pay for it every month. And I've already taken the time to gather all of the elements that I want. So for my method, I take all the graphics that I would like and I place them on the same page. It just works better for me so that I don't have to search back and forth. It makes the process so much faster. So I'm just putting all the elements that I want to use on the same page. And then I also hid that page because it won't be a part of the video. It's just a place to keep all my graphics so I don't have to go back and forth. So I'm going to speed this up for you a little bit and tell you why channels like this have such an easier time getting those watch hours. If you have a child or a toddler or a baby that's crying and crying and crying, parents will put channels like this on and it will help the baby calm down. So they are played repetitively. They're left on in the background. They're used every day or they're used every time the child starts crying. So it kind of works that the watch hours are acquired a little easier because kids' channels are played repetitively. Okay, so I have all of my elements here on the page. And if you press Control A, you can select all of your elements at the same time. And I'm going to make them all smaller so I can kind of spread them out on the page. So I just make sure I can see every element. So I'm going to skip to the end where I have all my elements. And the next step is to add music. So if you press on the elements button and search really anything you would like, I'm just going to do children's music for an example. So if you search for children's music, you scroll through the top and then you'll see the option for audio. And then there's a bunch of audio that you can use in your videos. But notice they do all say pro. To my knowledge, you're not able to use the audio on a free account. But that's not an issue. Like I told you, you're going to hop over to your YouTube studio and then you're going to scroll down to the audio library. And the audio library is just full of tracks that you are able to use in your videos. So here are some tracks right here. And then if you look over on the license type, you will see that the tracks are available to use even in videos that you monetize, and you don't have to give any attribution, meaning you don't have to say where you got them from. So I'm going to go with this song, Ice Cream, You Scream for Ice Cream, and download it. And then we're going to head back to Canva so that we can upload the song into this project. So to the left, you're going to scroll down to uploads. And then you usually would press upload files, but I already have this song uploaded. So you take your cursor back to the beginning where you want to insert the song. And then you click and the song will appear. Now, an important feature is the zoom. You can zoom in and out on your thumbnail like this, or you can zoom in and out on your page. So I like to zoom all the way down on the pages so I can expand them as long as I need. So this page is 5 seconds, but this song is 2 minutes. So I need to expand my page to make it as long as the song. So that's what I'm doing now, making it about 2 minutes. And then you'll see now the entire song can fit on a page. So now I'm going to show you how I break it down. I like to separate this one page into several smaller pages to make it easier to work with. So where I feel like the song naturally has a pause, I press pause and then I press the letter S, which separates the pages. All right, I press pause, press the letter S, and do it again. And now you'll see I was able to separate the one large page into about 8 smaller pages. And believe me, that makes a world of difference when you're trying to work with a lot of different elements. So let's get to the animation. We're going to go to our page full of graphics. And remember, those intros are very important. You want to pick some graphics that you feel like will stand out or you can do something nice with to hook that viewer in. So I'm going to pick a few that I want to start with. I'm going to hold down the shift key and then I can select more than one at a time. And then I'm going to copy and paste them onto the first page. All right, so I'm going to start with my sunshine here, put it where I want. And then I'm going to press edit photo because I feel like it's a little too dull. So I go into the filters and I'm going to use the Capri filter. That's the one I mainly use. I just feel like it brightens up whatever I'm using because this is a kids channel. It needs to be bright. There's also an option where you can click adjust and scroll down and edit the colors. So you see if I maneuver this, it'll change the color completely. That's not available on all graphics, but most of them it is. And if you have a graphic, you want to change the color or make it something different, you have that option too. So just showing you that. But I want my sun to be yellow. So now I'm going to take the flower and move it over. And then we're going to press the animate button. Now this is how you're going to make everything come to life. You have a bunch of different options for how your elements can come onto the page and disappear from the page. And then you have the motion effects down here, which we'll really be using. Rotate, flicker, pulse, and wiggle. There's going to be a lot of wiggle. And then you kind of choose what you want. So I'm going to start with baseline. I want the flower to kind of pop up, and then I want it to go back down after this page is over. And then I want the flower to wiggle. So I'm going to select wiggle. You can change the intensity, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. And then we're going to duplicate this flower, or Control D on your keyboard. So when you duplicate something and you move it a certain distance, every time you duplicate it after that, it will maintain that same distance. So I'm going to continuously press Control D, and you can see they're all spaced perfectly apart. And then I want to show you the flip button. You can flip things horizontally or vertically. So I'm just going to flip a few flowers to show you how that's done. And now our flowers are animated. Since this is the intro to the video, I want to start with a little happy Easter graphic. I think it'll look nice right there. Gonna move this butterfly out the way. And it's looking a little dull to me, so I'm gonna go back to those filters and place the Capri filter on it. Now, most of the time what I do is on my first page of graphics, when I put the graphics on there, I change them to Capri so I don't have to do this repeatedly, but I just didn't do it this time. So I'm gonna put the filter on all the elements. And now I'm going to animate it. So I want to do baseline, but the opposite, I want it to come down. So I select that. And then I also want this to wiggle, but just a little less than the flowers. So you can see the movement. It's looking nice. And I did not animate my sun, so let me come and do that. I'm going to put a rise on it. And then I'm going to do rotate for the sun. So you can control the speed of the rotate and go super fast or super slow. I think about right here is good. And I'm also going to make it pulse. I think that'll be cute. All right, so this bunny on a hot air balloon was very, very cute to me. And now we're going to get into the portion of the animation that can really make a difference in these videos. So for the other elements, we use like the pre-selected animation portions. But for this one, we're going to do a custom animation. So you just press animate. Then I like it to fade in. And then for the custom animation, you kind of just drag it to the direction that you want it to go. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see the entire page. And then I'm just going to take the hot air balloon and make kind of my own little path with it. There you go. And then I like to put it on steady so it doesn't look all jagged. And then you can change the speed. Now, if you change the speed all the way to the bottom, it will make the animation last for the entire page. So this page is about 12 seconds. That's going to last the entire page. I'm going to put a wiggle on it. Make it a little less of a wiggle. And look at that. It's looking good. So now let's talk about this butterfly. I really want to show you this method that I use. So I'm going to place my butterfly on the end of the page, and then we're also going to do a custom animation for the butterfly. Just kind of, doing whatever. I'm going to make it steady. I think I'm going to change the speed a little bit. And okay. So now I'm going to duplicate my butterfly. I'm going to make about 3 butterflies. And then what I'm going to do with those, after I resize my little Easter sign, I'm going to press position. Now in position, you can see each individual layer. You can change the position of your elements. But if you press on layer, you can specifically see each element. So I'm going to choose my butterflies. If I hold down Control, I can select different objects at the same time. And then I'm going to show the timing of the butterflies. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. It makes it so much easier when it's a little larger. And then if you click this little arrow, you can see each of the objects you've selected. So I'm going to change the timing of when my butterflies enter onto the page. So I'm going to set that one about here, one there, and then one about there. So you press this preview button. And that was really cute. I love it. So congratulations, you have now animated one full page of your video. So at this point, I'm just going to continue to do the same thing for the rest of the pages. I'm going to go to my graphics page, pick the graphics I want, add some animation to them, and just play around. This can be as basic as you want it to be, or it can be as intricate as you want it to be. It just really depends on what you want to do with it. So the things I just showed you for the first page, I'm going to be using a lot of those same elements to do the rest of these pages. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and I will answer you. So I'm going to speed it up to double time and just let it run so you can see my entire process. Okay, so as you can see, I am working on the final page of this song. And what you do after you finish your final page is you add some more pages, add another song, and do it all over again, depending on how long or short you want the video. I usually make my videos around 20 minutes, so I'll animate maybe up to 10 minutes of graphics, and then I select all of the pages and duplicate them, which makes it 20 minutes. Then I select some different songs, throw the songs in there, and then my video is finished. So if you're ready to see how it all turned out, head over to Lola Baby Sensory, look in the videos, and I've just recently posted it. Look, it has 1 view already. The link is in the description. Do you think that's something you can do? Yeah, it is. So go ahead and do it. After you create your channel, I want you to come back here and drop the name of the channel in the comments, and I will definitely subscribe to you. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next time. Bye.